Something big just happened off the track, and it involves Kyle Busch, an $8 million loss, and a lawsuit that suddenly disappeared. The two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and his wife, Samantha, have officially settled their legal battle with Pacific Life Insurance Company. But here's the twist: no one knows the terms. No numbers, no details, just done. Let me break this down, because the story behind it is wild. On the 26th of February 2026, Busch, his wife, Pacific Life, agent Rodney Smith, and Red River LLC all informed Judge Matthew Orso that they had reached a confidential settlement. That means the case is over, but the outcome is completely hidden from the public. The official filing basically said, "We've settled, paperwork is being finalized, and the case will be dismissed soon." And that's it. So what was this all about? Let's rewind to October 2025. That's when Kyle Busch filed a major lawsuit in North Carolina, accusing Pacific Life and one of its agents of misleading him into buying complex insurance policies. Between 2018 and 2022, Busch purchased 5 indexed universal life insurance policies, commonly called IULs. He paid more than $10 million in premiums, and what was he promised? A deal that sounded almost too good to be true. Pay $1 million per year for 5 years. Then, starting at age 52, withdraw $800,000 per year, tax-free, for life. On paper, it looked like the perfect retirement plan. But then something didn't add up. Busch received a 6th premium notice, even though he had already completed the 5-year payment plan. That raised serious questions. So he started digging, and what he found shocked him. According to the lawsuit, most of his money wasn't growing like he expected. It was essentially gone. Not invested the way he believed. Not building wealth. Just gone. Busch later said publicly that he felt betrayed. He trusted the company and the people advising him, but what he got instead was something he described as a financial trap. The lawsuit claimed the policies had hidden fees, misleading projections, and costs that were never fully explained. It also alleged that the money was being directed in ways that didn't match what had been promised. In total, the Busch family claimed losses of more than $8.5 million. Naturally, they wanted answers and their money back. But Pacific Life didn't back down. In January 2026, the company filed a motion to dismiss the case, and their response was blunt. They argued that Busch had signed documents clearly outlining how the policies worked. According to them, these policies were designed for long-term use, 30 years or more, not short-term gains. They also claimed that Busch didn't follow the plan properly. According to their filing, he didn't maintain payments as expected, didn't monitor how funds were allocated, and ultimately allowed policies to lapse or be surrendered too early. In other words, Pacific Life's stance was simple. You understood what you signed, and this outcome is on you. They even argued that some of Busch's claims came too late, falling outside the legal time limit to file. So now you've got 2 completely different stories. On one side, Kyle Busch says he was misled and trapped. On the other, Pacific Life says he didn't follow the plan and is blaming them for his own decisions. It was shaping up to be a serious legal fight. But then, out of nowhere, it ended. Confidential settlement. Case closed. And now we're left with the biggest question of all. What actually happened behind the scenes? Did Pacific Life pay Busch to make it go away? Did Busch accept a smaller amount just to avoid a long trial? Or did both sides simply walk away? We don't know. And that's exactly how confidential settlements are designed to work. But here's what we do know. Kyle Busch is one of the most successful drivers in NASCAR. He's won 63 Cup Series races and earned millions throughout his career. And even with all that experience, all those advisors, And all those resources, he still lost over $8 million in a financial deal he believed in. That's a warning sign. Busch himself said he spoke out because he didn't want this to happen to anyone else. His message was simple. If it can happen to him, it can happen to anyone. He wanted people to be cautious about complex financial products, especially ones that promise huge, tax-free returns. But now that the case is settled privately, we may never know who was really right. What we can look at is the timing. The lawsuit was filed in October 2025. Pacific Life responded in January 2026. And by late February, it was over. Less than 5 months. That's incredibly fast for a case like this. Which suggests one thing: neither side wanted this to go public. A trial could have exposed personal financial details for Busch and potentially damaging business practices for Pacific Life. So instead, they settled quietly. Both sides released a short joint statement saying they reached an amicable and mutually acceptable resolution. That sounds nice, but in legal terms, it usually just means both sides agreed to stop fighting. Now, with the lawsuit behind him, Busch can refocus on racing. The 2026 season hasn't started the way he wanted, but this could be the reset he needed. A clean slate, no distractions, and hopefully, no more financial headaches like this. But the big mystery remains. Did Kyle Busch recover his money or walk away with a loss? We may never know, and maybe that's the most important lesson here. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is.